As we are preparing for the market to open up this week on a little bit of a shorter week with Memorial Day being tomorrow, today's video is all about looking at 3 trades I'll be looking at taking in this portfolio. We're going to break down a little bit, talk about the companies, earnings, charts, you name it. We're going to cover it in today's video. So if you're excited for today's video, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those bell notifications for all future uploads. As you will see in the portfolio, we're up year to date about 32%, which is absolutely amazing. And if you didn't watch the last video I posted about my net worth, this portfolio is officially in the profit, which I'm very, very happy to see. Super excited to see that being able to crawl its way back up from being down again as low as like 47%. Now we are back up 3% all time. Very happy to see that. Now, we're looking at 3 trades we'll be looking at in this portfolio for this week. 2 of them are cash secured puts. As you will see, we have some buying power ready to go. And one of them is going to be a cover call. The 2 cash secured puts are companies that are going to be focusing on their earnings that are coming out. For example, the first one that I'm going to be taking a look at that's on my list is Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works has their earnings coming out Wednesday pre-market. And this is a stock that has been absolutely slaughtered in this last year, down 13%. Why? Because a lot of move has been going towards semiconductors, energy plays, AI infrastructure, all that kind of stuff that we're looking at here. But I still do like Bath & Body Works as a company. I think they are valued pretty low. And taking a look at my numbers I have over here on the side, I have a bear case Bath & Body Works price target of $14.22. We have a base case of $23 and a bull case of $33 for the 1 year. So as you can see, Bath & Body is getting relatively close to that bear case, about $14 and a little bit of some change there as well. So I'm going to be looking at selling a cash secured put. Now, again, if you've watched previous videos, we've talked about what I look for when I'm looking at playing earnings in particular, because again, it's not just me winging it and hoping for the best. Bath & Body Works has been selling off, as you will see last year, down 13%. Again, I'm looking at a bear case of about $14-ish or so. And taking a look at the bar chart, expected move here, this is just one example of it. We can look at the options chain as well. Expected move between now and the end of this week with their earnings is looking at between $19.50 and $16, which again, that $16 on the low end is very good. And if we go all the way out to the monthly, because I'm looking at trading the monthly option contract here, lowest point $15.50, expected move at least is $15.50, upper is about $20 or so. So that works out nice on the expected values from bar chart and their expected earnings reports. Their average move is about 10% or so. So as you'll see that there, we've had some pretty big movements in either direction for Bath & Body. I have traded it before. I did a live trade real time, made 1% in a matter of a week on that trade. So you can take a look at that as well on the channel somewhere. And taking a look at the chart we have here on Webull, as we'll see, looking at Bath & Body again, they had a little bit of a support down here at the $14-ish level here. Hit the resistance of about $24 here, but again, I'm looking at probably selling some sort of cash again. But my number I'm looking at is maybe 14, depending on what the option contracts are looking like in this case here. So I'm looking at trading Bath & Body. If I could find the right strike price, I could get the good ROI on it, I'll be looking at doing a cash secured put based off of my levels that you see here, which is very, very good to see. It respects the levels. So in going over to Bath & Body, we're going to go over to trade Bath & Body Work options here. Again, I'm going to go to the monthly, June 18th. We're going to sell a put option, as you will see here. I'm going to look to see which of these maybe gives me a decent return. The $14 one here is not a really good bid ask, as you'll see down here. Maybe a $14.50. Even that bid-ask spread is a little bit wide. And again, these are contracts that we're looking at. Their IV is most likely going to expand more as we get closer to earnings. The earnings are going to be Wednesday pre-market, which means that I'll probably open this trade up on Tuesday right before market closes to try to maximize that IV expansion we get pre-earnings. But you can look at even like the $15 one, for example, here. This is about a 3% ROI in a little bit under a month, which is very, very good. I'll probably be looking at, if I really was hoped to, this is 20 and 45, 20 and 45. The bid asks are a little bit wide. I'm not a fan of. If I did the $14 one, for example, if I can get it filled for around $30 or so, or 33 cents per share in this case, I would take that, because if we take a look at the options contract here, go to Bath and Body Works. Again, this helps me with doing the annualized returns, which is very, very awesome for me. We'll go to June 18th. We'll go to the $14 one. If I get filled anywhere close to the $30 premium as you'll get collected here, you will see we get a very good annualized return, about 34%, 92% probability of profit. So that's actually very, very good. And again, the expected move is about 10% on Bath and Body Works here. So it coming all the way down to about 14, you're looking at a 21% move to the downside, which again is me buying the shares at a discount, which I'm very happy to see. And again, I go about a month out or so that way it allows time for the stock to recover, for it to do very, very well. All those kind of things that kind of build in. If we take a look at the options contracts here, another way you can look at it is buying a put option and then buying the call option with it, just kind of get an idea as to where it might move. And as you will see, 14.7 here for the straddle is the low end, and break even is about $20 on the high end here. So again, anything below that $14 or anything at 14, I think that's gonna be my number I'm looking at here. As long as Bath & Body doesn't have a big move Tuesday in the market, we could be looking at doing a nice trade there. Again, the stars are lining up, right? $14, bar chart's looking at it being above $14 in the next month or so with the expected move. The options contract, the options chain here is also saying about $14.70 is very good. The Webull charts I have lined up here, again, I have a support right on this $14.16 level. We had a nice little, bounce off of that there. So hoping to see that kind of level. Again, getting a sign a little bit below that wouldn't be a big deal. And again, looking at my numbers on my spreadsheet over here, also looking at bear case 1422 1-year price target. So that's worst case scenario. My hope maybe would be if you get a sign on Bath & Body, for example, is get a rotation at some point out of tech, out of software, and eventually goes into, maybe more of the consumer stocks. I do want to say, I wonder if Bath & Body, do they have a dividend? I thought they do. Which also kind of helps out as well. Yeah, they have a dividend deal. That's really good. So that's very, very good. So that's one trade I'm looking at doing. Probably around like the 14, maybe if you want to go a little bit riskier, the 14.50 or so. But I already kind of have a number in mind for my trade going into Tuesday before the market closes, which is very good. The second one that I have that I'm looking at, which I actually just talked about briefly on Wall Street Bets video, is that someone put in over $1 million into HP stock. HP stock has also their earnings coming out. I believe this one is also Wednesday, but it is after hours instead of pre-market is going to be after the market closes. Yeah, because tomorrow Monday. So Wednesday after hours will be a really good one to watch here. And again, taking a look at bar chart again, HP's expected move after their earnings is looking at about an 8.82% between 27 and 23. And you go, that's the 18th of June, looking at between $28 and $22. Now, and taking a look at my HP spreadsheet on my computer over here, on my other side monitor, I have a bear case about $21 or so, base case 32. Bull case 42. And these guys do pay a dividend as well. So again, being assigned the shares isn't the end of the world because you also get a little bit of passive income as you wait for, if you get assigned, you wait to sell them off, whatever the case is going to be. So that's very, very good as well. Again, looking at about a $21-ish strike price on HP. And then take a look at the levels here. As you'll see, about 21 is this last level of support we have. Here's a little purple line here from a previous fib level. We just broke through the 23 one. Now, could we get a move into earnings because there's big momentum here? Potentially. It's been a big, big move up to the upside here, up 15% of the day. Or maybe people taking profits. I don't really quite know. But my number I'm looking at is probably around $21. I'm looking at a strike around $21. If the numbers line up, great. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. Taking a look into the options chain. Again, same thing. Going to be making a straddle here. Just kind of see what the options chain on Robinhood is looking at pricing it in to be. The expected move between now and June 18th. We're looking at, again, about $21 on the low end and about $28 on the high end, which is very, very good. So I'm thinking about something around the 20-ish, $21-ish strike price here is pretty good for me. Maybe a $21.50, but I'm thinking maybe the $21 one here, for example. This one, bid ask, isn't too bad. You would get filled at about $40 or so, which is, again, is about a 2% ROI. Let's take a look at the calculator here and see what HPQ price it is in at for the annualized side of things here. Again, as long as the annualized returns beat the S&P, historical 10%, I'm cool with it. This is probably going to be way better than that, I'm hoping. This one gives us about a 27% annualized return. Again, about a 2% max return that we're looking at there, a little bit under that, and a probability of profit of about 89%. HP just needs to not go down 16, almost 17%, as you'll see here, until we start to technically lose a little bit of value there. So that is very, very awesome to see as well. Again, very, very good chance of profit, very, very good returns annualized. I'm very, very happy with that. So the charts lines up about $21. The options chain, $21. The expected move from earnings, about $21. And the ROI worth at $21. I'm looking at about a $21 cash secure put. None of this is financial advice, of course, but looking at a $21 cash secure put on HPQ. These are ones that are a little bit cheaper options. You would need $2,100 for HPQ. For collateral, for Bath & Body, looking at about $1,400, which is very, very good. So those are two things I'm looking at for this week. And the last one I'm looking at, believe it or not, is not a cash secure put, but is a cover call. It's a cover call because I got assigned shares of UiPath a little bit a while ago for an average of about $10.63. I'm actually up right now about 2.5%, which I'm very happy to see. And these guys have their earnings coming out the 28th, which after hours is what, Wednesday? No, Thursday. I think it's Thursday now. So very high short interest, which is crazy, by the way. So we're gonna about, this is a SaaS, like a software kind of play, like Trade Desk for advertising, stuff like that. Also like Zeta. These guys have been having a little bit of a rough one so far, down about 34% because a lot of money has been going into semiconductors and hardwares. This is more of a software play, for example. And again, it has seemed like it's kind of found a little bit of a bottom around like that $9, $10-ish mark or so. And taking a look at my spreadsheet over here, I have a price target bear case about 11.96, base case about 15, and bull case about 19 for 1 year out here. So that's very, very good to see. So the numbers on the chart seem like they're doing pretty okay. Again, right now I'm looking at it as an undervalued play. UiPath's expected earnings move is about between 12.4 and 9.48, so you get that big IV there. And then again, out till about June 18th, which is the monthly contract there, looking at about $12.92, almost $13-ish or low end about $9 or so. So I'm starting to think about, okay, if I'm doing a cover call position here, okay, let's take a look. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go into the charts and take a look and see what my numbers are looking like for UiPath. I got to sign on because now I'm looking at selling a cover call option to get rid of my shares. And with UiPath, again, having it be about $15, I think it's a little bit on the high end, about $50 bear case or base case for 1 year. I'm thinking anywhere above this golden ratio of these yellow Fibonacci levels here, about 1350. I'm thinking a 1350 cover call is going to be some pretty good money there for it. The reason why is because if we look at the numbers here, let's go over to the, let's go to cover calls here. Let's go to Path. Current price is 1090. I bought the shares at 1063. And I'm looking at probably doing, I haven't gotten a contract yet. Let's take a look and see. I also have made a little bit of money besides that. So here's me getting signed with the premiums as well. And I made about $32 actually back on this contract already, or on this position already. So if you want to really do the math down here, you're looking at probably down at about 1030-ish or so. But we'll keep it at 1063 just for the number's sake. I'm looking at a June 18th. I'm looking at probably like a 1350. And I think that's going to be a pretty good ROI for me there. 1350. Delta's pretty low. Again, it's about a 1 in 3 chance. Bid ask is pretty close together. Literally good high IV, which is very good to see. About $44 in premium to collect, which has got me in a pretty good spot. So let's do the 1350 call option, just like so. We'll collect $34. And we're going to run the numbers here. And as you will see, if UiPath goes up to 1350, we will then be forced to sell our shares, and we'll make, some really, really good money here, which I'm very, very happy with. So making about $300-ish, about 30% there. Very, very good. Is it going to go up to this 1350 strike price, 24% IV or expected move? I don't think it's gonna go that high, but again, it takes that $44 and it's gonna allow me to then offset my cost basis even more. So if you really want to do the numbers behind this, I got assigned at $11 minus the premiums that I collected. It puts me at that 1063 when I did that cash gear put. I made another, what was it, $32 there. So that puts me down at 1031. And then 1031, if I sell that cover call again, that'll put me under a $10 average cost adjusted based off of those premiums that we collect here. So if the numbers look pretty good, and again, I'm not gonna sell this one until we get right before their earnings, because that's when your IV expansion gives you that high premium possibility for it. But a 1350, not looking too bad. If UiPath moves up even more before earnings, then I'll just probably sell like a 15 maybe or something like that. Just kind of get rid of my shares at a little bit of a higher price. But again, very, very happy to see that this could be a good trade to look at here. So the three trades we're looking at that still produce very, very good returns. We're looking at a Bath & Body Works potential cash you could put at about a $14 strike price. Not financial advice. We're looking at an HP cash gear put about $21-ish or so. Not financial advice. And we're also looking at a UiPath cover call position, which is about a $13.50. Produces a very good ROI on the shares as well. Again, not financial advice. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of perspective as to what I look for. I'm looking at trading stocks, especially around earnings reports, looking at the numbers, looking at their financials, all those things in between definitely helps me to get a better picture as to what I'm looking at here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you made this far in the video, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications as per usual. Make sure you take a look at the Fridge Financials memberships over on YouTube. It's a couple bucks a month. If you make money on any of these trades here and you follow that are not financial advice related trades, if you do trade these though and you make some money on it, you want to throw a couple dollars towards my way for the memberships, you're more than happy to do so, of course, as you like. There's a lot more extra stuff you get as part of the memberships as well. I will be making money in the market in some way, shape, or form. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.